Hi, so today we're talking about registration. Specifically, we're going to be talking about narrowing through the passaggio. What does that mean? That's often a term that is used but not necessarily explained. For the purpose of this exercise, narrowing through the passaggio means that we will be using a more narrow vowel rather than a broad vowel as we go through our register transition. And that means as you move from your heavy mechanism to your light mechanism, or from your light mechanism to your heavy mechanism. Moving to a more narrow vowel allows your vocal cords, it allows us to take the pressure off of our vocal cords, and that allows the musculature associated with your registers to move freely as you move through your register transition event, or your passaggio. In this case, the exercise we're going to be using I call Vases, and that's because we use a kinesthetic. The kinesthetic starts broad and open at the bottom, narrows through the middle, is open and free on top, narrows through the middle again, and then is open on the bottom. So please make sure as we go through this exercise that you're using that kinesthetic. I will be seated as we go through this exercise, but of course you should be in your best singing position, whether that's seated or standing. So this warm-up, you're going to be using vowels to accomplish this narrowing idea. If you are a soprano or an alto, you're going to be using different vowels than if you are a tenor or a bass. And generally what we do is we alternate them or we reverse them. If you are a soprano or an alto, you'll be using the vowels ah, oo, ah. And this is how the exercise goes. If you're a tenor or a bass, you can experiment a little bit with what vowels are helping you to accomplish a smooth transition event. But I would generally have my tenors or basses use e, oo, e, or they could take the ah, oo, ah and reverse it to oo, ah, oo. Because of course where the transition events lie on the piano in voices is different. I generally start this exercise around C or D major, and we're going to be ascending by half steps until we get to the top of our range, and then we'll be descending again. So again, our kinesthetic would be ah, ooh, ah. You also have the option to start at the top. Ah, ooh, ah. Some singers find this more relaxing, that as they are moving into their upper register, they're actually gesturing down, and that helps them to keep their abs relaxed, keep their body from coming up and trying to help them sing into that upper register with any kind of tension. So explore the two kinesthetics and see which one works better for you. Let's do a couple of these exercises. Now as we move through this exercise, you want to be sure that we're not singing note, note, note. But as our kinesthetic encourages us to sing smoothly and connected, that's what we want to do. Otherwise, we lose the benefit of that narrowing through the passaggio. If we're singing ah, ooh, ooh, ah, ooh, ooh, ah, that's an exercise for a different time, right? That could help us work on our onset. But what we're doing is connecting our registers. Of course, if you're a tenor or a bass, you're using oo, ah, ooh, or you can alternatively use e, oo, e, or other combinations of vowels. I'll play some without me. your kinesthetic in one direction, bottom to top. Maybe start at the top and see if you like that. It's important to always work on expanding your range, but also more importantly, know what's right for your voice. If you ever feel like something is uncomfortable or painful for some reason outside of your range, then you can always and should always stop. If this still feels comfortable and you'd like to continue, we'll do a few more. Right now we're at G major. When you feel like you've reached the top of your range, you can start to come back down. So like I said, generally I start this around C, and for a choir I would take this to around G major or A major. This is not a range extension exercise, so you don't want to be using it up in the stratosphere or way, way, way down low. This is just to help us connect those register events. So hopefully you found this helpful. This is again a working in narrowing that passaggio, of letting that registration event take place smoothly. So explore what vowels work for you, see how that can help you, and explore what kinesthetic helps you be most effective.